Hey, Kyle Wilson here. Welcome to the video. First YouTuber followed by Ecomi and VeVe, crypto native and originator of the big red circle. All right. And in this video, we'll be talking about the OMI price crashing, but how you can potentially become a millionaire from these few features ahead. All right, let's just go ahead and dive into the video. In this chart, I had created some scenarios that I thought might play out on the chart just from reading technicals. And as you can see here, the price of OMI has tumbled a little bit, and what that could mean for you in the future. And we'll also be taking a look here in just a minute about how you can utilize some of these future utilities to become a millionaire possibly. All right. This is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor, and always do your due diligence. And this is entertainment and for informational purposes only. All right. So looking at the chart here, we can see the price of OMI going down. And as you guys know, if you've been following my video, I've been telling you guys that this could happen. All right. And as a matter of fact, this was my B scenario. I know this is a very rudimentary drawing, but my A scenario was, all happy, positive vibes. But my B scenario was we could possibly experience a dip. And that's exactly what happened. So as you can see on the chart, it is exactly what is going on right now. And OMI is 0.0054. Okay. Now this could be whales maybe positioning themselves for a possible January, where everybody is just kind of maybe causing a panic dip, and then the whales come in, January or in December and pick up a lot of that OMI on the cheap. But I don't know. We can only speculate, but this is just what the technicals are showing. I do expect it to rebound because at this price point, I just see OMI being, undervalued at this point. And as a matter of fact, you can check the RSI. And we are at a very low point on the RSI. It's at least 20 on the RSI. So it is definitely oversold. So I think we may see a rebound. But if people continue to panic, obviously, I drew a down arrow for that scenario as a D scenario where people panic, but I just don't think that's going to happen, as the OUP just came out and VeVe is just months down the road, and I potentially see that playing out and the OUP causing a massive OMI token burn. And we don't really know what's going on or what's causing this per se, but the technicals did show what was going on and everything like that. Now, with that being said, that gives you a potential opportunity to come in here and buy some more OMI, okay, at a cheaper price. Now, if you want to buy some here, that might be a good move, or maybe you want to wait, or, it's just going to be up to you, your risk tolerance, and, what is good for you in your future, okay? Now, once the VeVe comes out and the VeVe land is you're going to be able to buy some land in the VeVe, I think that could potentially create new millionaires, okay? And I really believe that. And I also obviously believe that OMI itself can create millionaires as well. And I just wanted to point out, though, in the VeVe that all these other lands and these other metaverses, the land is drastically increasing in price, okay? So there's definitely going to be a balance, though. You definitely don't want to put all your OMI tokens into maybe the OUP, or maybe if you're a collector, maybe you do. But as far as the land goes, maybe you don't want to throw all your OMI into the land. And I don't suggest people just go all in on the land, because as we've seen with the sandbox and the sand game, that people bought in to, they bought in and used all of their sand to buy land in the sandbox, okay? What happened was the token actually went up so much that it's worth more than the land itself if you just held on to the tokens. So I see, depending on where the price is on the OMI token, that we could see maybe the same thing happening here. So I don't suggest everybody go in and buy all the land, but I do suggest if you get in and you buy some of this premium land, and if land is affordable, because we don't know what the price of land is going to be, that could potentially make you a millionaire, all right? and buying premium land in the VeVeverse next to David Yu or next to the VeVe Museum or whatever the case may be. By the way, if you're new tuning in, yeah, there's going to be a museum, and yeah, there's going to be like the first edition Todd, the first edition Superman, the first edition, all of those collectibles that they've been keeping and holding back. We're going to see those in the VeVeverse, and it's going to be very cool. All right. So hashtag VeVe Art Show, by the way. Hopefully, we could get some land next to that museum. I don't know. I'm just saying. Reese, if you're watching this, David or Dan, come on, please hook the VeVe Art Show up. All right. All right. Back to the video. All right. So with that being said, there's definitely going to be a lot of metrics involved and, a lot of math involved. So once the team announces VeVeverse and the price of the land, and Dan Crothers has mentioned that it's going to be affordable. So if it is, then I potentially see that being a very, very good investment. Obviously with these IPs and everything like that, I just see the VeVeverse being fun, and there's brands and IP in there that trust, and love. And that's super important for, basically making users happy and enjoying the actual, VeVeverse and so on in games, whatever they bring to the VeVeverse, right? And as a matter of fact, me and Cavell talked a lot about those topics, what could be possible in the VeVeverse. So if you haven't checked that video out, you definitely want to check it out. We covered who potentially could buy VeVe, or who could, raise money for VeVe via seed investing. But what VeVe could do internally to, basically what it may look like, how many employees they basically hire, all these different details that we talked about in that video. So I do highly recommend you check that out. But with the OUP coming out and the massive token burns, I think holding the OMI token obviously is going to be a super wise idea. But if you're a collector as well and you want to flex, they're obviously renting the collectibles is going to be definitely a good side hustle, and potentially can make you, a bunch of money in the long run. All right. And then as a person who likes to invest for even maybe the longer term, or potentially the VeVe land in the VeVeverse could be worth a lot of money. Okay. So I think all those are going to have to be weighed against each other, and what you see in the future, and how you are going to plan for the future, and what your risk tolerance is. So there's a lot of different metrics that you definitely have to weigh, but I think all those are going to be very much on the table to make new millionaires. All right. And so that's all I got for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next one at the blockchain in the next video. And as always, be like an NFT, be authentic, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.